Hello and welcome with this week's Monday Madness on our social media tips. Now today gives me great pleasure and I'm feeling a little bit humbled and appreciative and very grateful that on Thursday last week I got asked to give a little bit of a spiel about my social media training. Now one of the amazing journalists at Cairns Post, Daniela Wivrell, actually did a bit of a spread on social media training in the Cairns Post. So there's the article there on page 6. Now I'm not telling you that to impress you, but I'm telling you that or sharing that with you to impress on you that today traditional and social media work. So what I did notice though was when I opened the paper up, over in the right hand corner is this little article here about the boost for digital presence for Cairns businesses. And that's when I realised that more business owners need to know about this. Now, statistically saying, as of 2015, there is over 12,800 businesses registered in Cairns. Now, also running with the stats, I know that only 30% of business owners are using social media marketing effectively. And what I mean effectively is they're using it to be able to get some return on their investment. So that means that there's 60% of business owners in Cairns that aren't. Now, I'm not saying that you're not using social media, but you're not using it to gainfully get a return on your investment. So that leaves about 9,000-ish 9,000-ish businesses that don't have that presence. So how do you do that? I already know from speaking with many business owners that it's frustrating, it can be time consuming. Business owners don't know what platforms they should be on. Maybe they've tried Facebook ads, maybe they've tried Facebook and it didn't work. I get all of that. But what you need to appreciate is that the government is helping you to get your online presence. It's really important for business owners today to have an online presence for a number of reasons. One might be just so that your business can be found on the front page of Google. That's extremely important. Also, I'm running with stats today, and you know what they say about statistics, 80% of them are actually made up. So here's hoping that the stats are correct. But we also know that over 80% of people use their mobile phone to search local businesses. So what does that mean for you? If you're a local business, are they searching plumbers' cans, construction cans, training cans? What are they searching, and what are you missing out on with that amount of people searching for your business? So the government's put out an amazing incentives. So let's just talk about this one that I said that was in the paper, this digital boost. So I looked that up this morning. This is amazing. So it says here that it's a small business digital grants program, and it says that you're available to have up to $10,000 in funding, excluding GST, and it may be provided to eligible businesses to do the following. So you can purchase hardware, software, you can get services such as social media coaching. The business owner must show that the digital technology or service purchased and adopted will enhance their digital presence and capabilities of their business. Well, I know for a fact that even if you do this much on social media, you will actually have a bigger presence. So the digital technology or service must fall under one of 5 categories, and it's digital marketing and social media, digital content, web pages, mobile apps and media, receiving payments and selling online, specialized in digital technology and software, and also digital planning and advice and coaching and training. So the eligibility criteria states that you need to have fewer than 20 employees. So that would be probably a big chunk of those 9,000 business owners in Cairns. Must have an ABN. Again, every business owner needs to have an ABN. Must be registered for GST, so that removes the self-employed person that's not trading, not turning over $75,000. Must have a Queensland headquarters or significantly based in Queensland. So that sort of opens up another avenue of people that are maybe not, or maybe that are working in Queensland and other states. And they must declare if any owners or directors of the business are an under-discharged bankruptcy or insolvent. So that's the Small Business Digital Grants Program. Now, the first round of funding has closed, but it will be open again in March. And as we know, we're already 2 weeks into January. March is not a very long way away. So to get that information, you need to go to business.qld.gov.au @untitled.com.au/digital. And the website, I'll just turn my phone around because I don't have any marketing. Oh, where are you? No, it's not going to show you very well. That's what the website looks like. Hopefully you can see that. Small Business Digital Grants Program. So pop over to that website, put your application in for funding. If you don't want to be trained, maybe you just want to use the services of a social media specialist like myself to coach you through what you need to do. Who knows, maybe you want to buy some equipment, some video cameras, a green screen, who knows. But pop over there. As I said, I picked this up from today's paper down the bottom here. Boost digital presence. Hey Clem, thanks for joining me. So if you're interested in that, pop over to business.queensland.gov.au/digital. Clem, you can let Bradley know that he can get up to $10,000 funding now for social media services, software, hardware, digital marketing, training, and social media web pages, mobile apps, whatever. So that's a great boost for businesses today. The second thing that you need to be aware of is the Back to Work program. Now this is a bucket of funding again, I believe $80 million, that the Queensland government is giving business owners to access to actually employ people that have been unemployed for 4 weeks. So what does that mean for business owners? If you have somebody that you want to actually engage in anything, so I'm not talking about social media here, I'm talking about anything. If you want them to work for you and they are unemployed for 4 weeks, don't need to be involved with a job service network. Yes, Clem, tell him, because it's another bucket of money that he'll be able to access as a small business owner. So you don't have to be registered with a job service network provider. That business owner, when they employ you and you stay with them for 4 weeks, they are entitled to 40% of $10,000, depending on how you employ them. So this is great. You don't need to pay it back. It's an initiative by the government to help people get jobs. And hey, we've got 2,000 school leavers that left the Cairns education system last year, year 12, so this is an opportunity to employ them. So have a look at that. That's the Back to Work program. Now there's the Back to Work program and there's the Back to Work youth program. The youth program runs out on the 28th of February, and this is actually an incentive to employ these school leavers up to the age of 24. So think about that, because you'll actually get double the amount of funding. So whereas it was $10,000, it's now $20,000. So that's two things that you need to look at. The Small Business Digital Grants Program, get a $10,000 grant to actually help you with your digital presence, online training, coaching, equipment, software, whatever you need, websites. The second is the Back to Work initiative by the government, where you will actually employ somebody that's 4 weeks unemployed and you will get a boost towards their wages. So check that out. That's Back to Work, backtowork.gov.au. Now the third thing is, like I said, I'm pretty humbled to be in the page 6 of the Cairns Post talking about my training. The government has also given us initiative for training. So this is called the C3G funding, which means if you're eligible, you'll be able to do a Certificate 3 contextualized in social media training with me and the RTO that I have aligned myself with. That means that if you are eligible, you'll be able to get the course, so that's the 12 units of competency online, plus the workshops. Now we have 10 workshops in Cairns. They are absolutely the bee's knees. They're great. Next week we'll be doing Instagram, Pinterest, and no, we're not doing Pinterest, we're doing Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And we have 2 courses every month, so 2 groups, every month. So if you're eligible, $85, and you can tap into that. So there's 3 ways that you can boost your digital presence without paying a cent. Now, for the 9,000 business owners that I know that aren't doing social media very effectively in Cairns, now when I mean effectively, I'm going to quote my words there by saying those that aren't getting a return on their investment. So that means that you're probably not getting any leads or sales from those that marketing, whatever you're doing. So what I've been sharing with you is Queensland wide. I'm directing it to the Cairns business owners, but if you live in regional Queensland from Rockhampton up, you're eligible for the C3G boost, you're eligible for the Back to Work, you're eligible for the Back to Work boost. And hey, I've got no affiliation to any of these government fundings. They're just information that I want to share with you, and you will have access to the C3G training. So if you're interested, go to those websites. If you would like to join our training, it's open, it's enrolling intake. We have positions available where you just send me your information and I'll send you a registration form. So, no excuses anymore for Queensland businesses. Well, there's no excuses anyway for businesses in general, but for specific people that trade in Queensland, you have a bucket load of money that you can access. And call me stupid, but if I had a couple of businesses, I know what I would be doing. Thanks for joining me on Monday's Social Media Tips. It's all about you. It's all about bringing information to you. Leave your comments below. If you wanted to get this into your inbox every week, go to the socialmediaspecialist.com.au website and put your information in, and I'll send the emails directly to you and tell you what's been happening in this week on live. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to leave your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you soon.